Slag is about to enter the deal room. Over 500 deals closed and 10 years of experience. This is the room where deals get structured, money gets made, and closers are created.
Hello and welcome. Oh. Welcome. Give me 1 second. We're figuring out this screen sitch. Can you all hear me? Give me a yes in the chat if you guys can hear me. I am live, just so you know, but I am figuring out what the heck is going on with... Hey, there we go. Welcome in. We got it fixed. How's the energy? 1 out of 10. Welcome. Doug, nice to see you. Marlon, nice to see you. Judith, nice to see you. Diane, nice to see you. Alicia, nice to see you. All right, hop on in. We're going to dive in. We're going to be talking about two things. Number one, I'm calling deals live as you who are not new here. Those of you who have been here, you know. Welcome, Jim. Nice to see you. You know that every Wednesday I go live and I dial your leads. So we have some leads from Kay. We have some leads from Shabna. Shout out Shabna. She's one of our newest members of the community who became part of the coaching training. We have here Judith's lead, Shabna lead, Kay's lead, and a few others. So we'll smile and dial till somebody answers. And then I'm going to be talking a little bit about how to deal with objections. Beverly, nice to see you. Mimi, nice to see you. Amanda, what's up? We have a lot to cover today, and I want to talk a little bit, type it in the chat, about playing with resistance. Often we call them dealing with objections, but playing with resistance. What's that mean? Sellers have all sorts of reasons that things don't work out. They have all sorts of challenges. They have all sorts of things that go on, but we play with that resistance. Why or how? By offering them solutions. All right? So we're going to dive in. We're going to start off with a lead that Kay has spoken with. Shout out to Kay. Is Kay on here? Kay, type in the chat if you're on here. Kay submits so many leads, and I love that. For those of you who are in the community and have that opportunity for me to call your leads, make sure you're submitting them. If you're not yet in the community, shout out. I have to note, for every one of you, I'm going to be live in Cincinnati next week at this time, actually. I'm going to be live next week in Cincinnati in person, dialing your leads. So if you haven't already got your tickets, make sure you email the word ticket to grow@truka.com. That's emailing the word ticket to grow@truka.com so we can make sure that we get you your tickets. All right, this is a seller named Cheryl. Cheryl and Gary. Looks like it's got some notes here. Looks like it's a fire damaged house. A very rough house. Looks like it needs a crap ton of work. Looks like Kay got it signed. Hey there, Cheryl. It's Andrew calling you back about your Wheeler Avenue house. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. I think you had talked to my partner, and I think there was some back and forth. Is that house, you still have that house? Is it still for sale?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Can you kind of bring me...
Your partner?
Kay Ireland.
Oh, okay, Kay. Yeah. Okay. Right now, he's got an offer on the house. We're just waiting to see what happens with that.
Okay. How much is the offer for?
30.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And is that one is it out of state? Is it somebody local? What's the situation?
It's a friend, Gary. His name is Gary Bryan, and he's just been too sick to do anything, so I've just been trying to get it sold for him. He'll be the one doing all the paperwork and all the signing.
Okay. All right. So should we? Our offer is going to be substantially less than that. We can close quickly, but we aren't going to be with the all the work it needs. We aren't going to be at 30. Should we go ahead and write up and submit something, or would we be wasting our time? Or you want to kind of wait it out and see if this 30 comes through first?
Let's wait it out and see if this goes through. If not, I'll give you a call back.
Sounds perfect. Save our number. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, Cheryl. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Type it in the chat. Follow up. Guys, this is what most calls are going to lead to, is going to be follow-up. So there's 3 types of conclusions, and the objective on these dials, if you've been around me very long, you've heard me say it before, the objective on these dials is to get to one of 3 conclusions. Number 1, the conclusion is the most unusual. They cuss you out. They tell you never call me back. It's a dead lead. You whack that lead. You move on. All good. Now, that's a very, very, very small minority of people. And then you have a small minority of people. You're on the phone with them. You have a conversation, and we have verbally agreed to numbers on the initial call, and we are getting this thing to a contract. So that conclusion is next steps, which is send out a purchase agreement.
Please leave your message for 50.
Well, this is another one of your leads, Kay, but they did not answer. Hey there, it's Andrew calling, interested in your 26th Street property. When are you available to connect? And so if you have, by the way, a lead, this is your lead, Shabna. If you're listening in, this is your lead next. And then I'm going to pause for a moment. We'll have a little segment here as I'm finishing the 3 outcomes it can be. And we're talking about this. And then we'll get back to some dials. The objective of this is not only for me to be doing calls, which is fun, to be calling your deals. Shout out to all of you that we've got deals with in the last month. But also to be able to inspire you to be dialing outside of this time. Shabna, this is your 4th Street property. Repairs.
Hello, you've reached Jim Gutowski's voicemail. For one reason or another, I'm not available to take your call.
All right, we're going to text Jim. Hey, Jim, it's Andrew. Interested in your, let's see, what's the street name? 4th Avenue property. When are you available to talk? All right. So the objective here is to get to 1 of 3. Either whack the deal, it's absolute crap. Either get to a contract, which is the dream outcome, minority, but the dream outcome. And then the middle road, the middle segment, which is the majority, which is going to be follow up. Welcome, Shabna. We just called your lead over on 4th, but we did not get an answer yet, so I just texted Jim. So when we put it in one of those 3 categories, then we lead ourselves to the next steps. Okay, what's the next steps? Now it's either A, put it in the contract, B, throw it away, put it in the garbage can, or C, put in the follow-up sequence. If you have a CRM, of course, AI will do most of the follow-up for you. But if you have a manual process, if you're brand new to the business, then of course put it on pen and paper to follow up on it yourself. I'm going to try James with.
Hello.
Mr. James, it's Andrew calling you back on your Claybrook house. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Good. Did I catch you at a good time?
Sure.
Cool, man. I had a note down here. You was looking to sell it, but I wanted to make sure can gather a few facts because it's something I was interested in. What are you looking to get out of the place, brother?
If you're talking about a cash offer,
Cash or bank financed or owner financing, I can do any of it. What are you looking for?
I'm looking to sell it quick.
Okay. How quick?
Yesterday.
Okay. Well,
No, actually, we bought another house. We're just waiting to close on that. That looks like it's going to close in the next couple of weeks. And at that time, I'd like to sell it quick. After that,
Okay, makes sense. So, want to sell it quick. What are you hoping to get out of it? Well, first off, do you prefer James or Jim?
either one's fine.
Okay, all right. What are you hoping to get out of it, James?
540,000.
Hoping to get 5. Okay. And what do you think it would appraise for?
I had a real estate agent that she just said slightly over 600,000, and Zillow says 580.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Claybrook. I'm trying to picture where that is. Is that close to Devon?
It's in Newburgh, Indiana.
Right. Yeah. Trying to picture where that is in town. We've got quite a few in Newburgh.
It's in the God, I can't.
Okay, I see where you're heading right out, kind of toward Chandler or Boonville.
Yeah, it's down the road. Chandler and Boonville's down the road.
Yeah, I see exactly where you are. Okay. What do you still have a debt on it, or is it free and clear?
It's free and clear.
Okay, free and clear. And then you needing the 540 for something specific, or just want to be done with this house and move on?
Just done with this house and move on.
Okay. So I do a couple of things, and depending on what's best for you, is there any repairs needed for this?
There is some minor repairs, just some paint and one little patch. But as far as I know, everything else works fine.
Okay. And what year was it built?
I think it's. I'm not sure. You can bring that up on Zillow. I think it's either 92 or 97. I'm not sure. 1997 or 1992.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but yeah.
And is the pictures online pretty accurate depiction of what it looks like?
Yes.
Okay. Good shape, just slightly dated. And then how's the roof and the central heat and air?
Well, the roof is the same roof when we moved in. We moved in here 8 years ago, and I don't know when the last time the roof was put on, so I really don't know how old the roof is. Okay. But the air conditioning heaters, we had those both units replaced 2 years ago.
Okay. So it has 2 units, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I do it a couple of ways. I do cash, and when I do that, of course, I look for a substantial amount of equity, put some work into them, and either turn around and rent them for a bit or flip them and make a profit. And then about 2/3 of my business is I'll buy them on some short-term owner financing, and then I turn around and lease option it. And
No, I'm not interested in owner financing.
Okay. Is that a bad experience that you had with it, or just
No,
okay.
I just don't want any hassles. That's the only reason I sell for cash. Because I just don't want any hassles.
Got it. Okay.
I don't know if for you, if 540 leaves enough meat on the bone that you can do anything with it or not.
We would be in the 4s, and I have no idea if that works.
Would you be in the 4s?
We would be in the 4s if we're going to write a check for cash. It's an owner financing route. If you give us some time, we'd be in the mid to upper 5s. But with cash, we'd be in the 4s.
I might for a quick. I might go 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you got? About 3,400 square foot.
Yes, I think it's 3,417 square feet.
30. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at. Would we be wasting our time? Because I, frankly, don't want to insult you. Would we be wasting our time if we done a little more research and come up with a real number? If it did start with a 4, would we be wasting our time to, write it up and send it over? Or would
Yeah, you'd be wasting your time. If it doesn't start with a 5, don't waste your time. Okay,
that's fair, brother. All right, I'm gonna do a little more digging. I know this area well, but I don't know this neighborhood well. I have quite a few in Newburgh, so let me do a little digging on this. You don't have any ideas what kind of days on the market houses have been sitting in that area, do you? Because I know that's an interesting market above the median price range there.
No, I really don't know.
Okay.
It's in Lake Ridge Crossing. I don't know if you're familiar with Lake Ridge Crossing.
Very. Yeah, I lived in Evansville on the east side for years.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I like that area. Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna dig into the numbers a little more and
Let me just say one other thing though.
Yeah.
If our purchase falls through, because we just had a home inspection done on it, and she had quite a few things that need to be repaired, and so we're sending her over a list of things that need repaired. I mean, she might reject that. If she rejects that, then we're not going to sell this house. It'd be as simple as that. But
you downsizing, upsizing?
We're flat sizing.
Flat size, okay.
Where's the same size, but it's a ranch.
Got it. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
What part of town you in now with the new place?
Same part of town.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, we like the area. Yeah.
Yeah, great area. Okay, cool. Well, last question, and when I'm looking over the numbers here, if we was to do something where we give a hassle-free, close out our real estate attorney and wrote a nice size check up front and the rest later, is that something you would entertain? It would be,
No,
okay.
No,
So
not
just
it.
cash and done. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm going to run the numbers
I-
based on that, and we'll.
I'm 72. I just have no interest in messing with anything anymore.
You're just a young man, James.
Right. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to run these numbers, and I'm going to put this on my radar, and let me make a couple calls, and we'll reconvene here probably later in the week.
All right. And what's your name again?
My name's Andrew Schlag.
Okay. I'll be listening to it. Like I say though, the house, if for any reason the other purchase falls through, we're gonna just stay here for the time being. So
When will you know on that other purchase by chance?
probably in the next 48 hours.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we tap in the end of the week or first of the week, we'll be good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, James. Good talking to you, brother.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So this is Newburgh, Indiana. This is Judas Lead. What's up, Marcel? Good to see you, man. We got to get you on here doing some calls. Marcel's a killer closer. So this is the deal in Newburgh. I'm going to tell you what my brain immediately did there, and then I'm going to give a quick lesson. All right. How's the energy level now? We're in the mix of this. We're almost halfway through for the day. Time is flying by on my end. How's the energy level now? If it's gone up, great. If it's gone down, you gotta go get you some coffee, man. Get you some afternoon coffee. All right. So for all of you, here's what went through my mind on that call. If you was listening and taking notes, you're going to want to write these things down. Marcel, you're at a 9. Congratulations. You'll be at a 10 here in just a moment. We got to see where everybody else is. Judith, that was your lead. What's your energy level? Kay's a 10. All right. Marilyn's a 9.5. I like it. Jim is a 10. Diane's a 10. All right. We're getting top notch, guys. This is good. So here's what went through my mind on this deal. And we're going to have to figure out how to, on these dials, how to whiteboard. I have an idea. Because I write it down on my sheet. It makes perfect sense, but you guys can't see it. So Jim has a house. So Jim's house is in Newburgh, Indiana. That's an area. Shout out to Judith. You guys have been buying leads in that area. I know that area very well. I lived in Evansville for years. So I know Newburgh. The medium price has gone up since I moved, so I don't quote me on this, but it's probably in the lower to mid 200s. I don't think it's 300 there yet. And so knowing this house is call it $600,000 house, we know that it's twice the price of the median. All right. Now, what does that mean? There is value. Write it down if you're taking notes. There's value and there is sellability. What does that mean? A house could be worth $1 million there, but sellability might be tough in that area. So in other words, in Newburgh right now, selling a $600,000 house, I know we was selling one recently that was $500,000, and it took quite a long while to sell. So what's the challenge? Well, it's double, maybe closer to triple, at least double the median price range. So I'm looking at it going, all right, we definitely need 30% equity. So let's do the math. 70% of 600 equals 420,000. So we need to be right off the bat. If it needs no work, we need to be right at 420. Now, could we press that envelope a little bit? Yes. But this is a dated house. So to update 3,400 square feet is no small task. So that's why I kept pushing them on the creative financing. So my mind immediately goes to, and there's some other ways to do this deal. There's novation, there's hotel, there's other variety of things, but you could tell his flexibility was just very low, except time and circumstance always changes a seller's mind. So my mind's looking at these pictures on Zillow, seeing a dated, nice 4-bed, 4-bath, 3,400 square foot brick home in a great area, but dated. Looks like it hasn't been updated a bit since 1992 or whenever the heck it was built. Still got flower wallpaper, still got the older carpet, still got the colors from back then. And my mind goes, okay, we need to be in the low fours, top of mind, or we need to be at a owner finance rate that allows us to have spread every single month. So it's where I just schedule a follow-up. I go dig in, make sure there's nothing I've missed, and then we go to follow-up. Why? Because one or two things are going to happen. Thursday's going to come and go. They're going to be so excited they got their new house, and they're going to be so done with this house. They got taxes. The realtor says they can sell it, but obviously houses aren't selling that fast in Newburgh at $600K right now, especially not dated houses. And so they have all of this decisions to make. So either A, they're going to be really excited about their new house, they're going to have bought it or be in the process of buying it, the inspection list come back, or B, they're going to have decided not to sell, and I'd be wasting my time to try to convince them of anything now anyway. Right? Because they don't even know if they're going to buy the other house. So follow-up is key. And now we come back. And this is where I want you to be able to write it down if you're taking notes, make decisions quickly, and schedule a follow-up. That's the whole name of this business. So if we can make a decision quickly, let the seller know we can do this, but we can't do that. Or in this case, when the seller's not even certain, because if we said right now, cool, we'll pay you $540, he would have come back and said, well, hang on, I need to wait and see about this other deal. So that's the worst position you could be in. So while $540 definitely does not work for us as a cash deal, you see it quickly becomes pointless to try to get to a pointed number. All right, so ask great questions, get to a rapid conclusion. So next, we got lots more leads to dial, but I have one more note I want to give you. Play with resistance. How do we play with resistance? You notice I make sure I don't insult the guy. There's a big difference between saying, oh my gosh, 540, I could do 300. He'd probably hang up on me. Versus saying, well, let me ask you this. Would you be open to giving us some time to pay you off? Or no, I just want cash. Got it. Would I be insulting you or wasting my time to write it up with, if it starts with a 4? Write it down if you're taking notes. Would I be wasting my time to blank? What's that do? That shows you, hey, Jim, I value your time. I get it. You're a busy guy. You got a house. You're buying another house. And I sure as heck value my time. And I don't want to waste my time writing stuff up and sending it over and doing things if you're not ready to move forward. So would I be wasting my time to blank? The other one, write it down. If I can you. So for example, if he said, yeah, I could do $450, right? Okay, got it. If I would be willing to write it up at $450, would you be willing to do that painting and patching you're talking about before I close, right? If I would you. Guys, that is the game changer. Why? It keeps them engaged. And you're playing with resistance. You're not even answering objections, because the last thing I want you to do is be on the phone with the seller and say, well, who are you? Well, I'm so-and-so. Well, how long have you been in business? Well, I've been in business so long. Got it. Can you give my price? Well, I don't think so. Well, then what are we doing on the phone, right? The seller is asking questions, bombarding you, and that is, quote, answering objections. I don't want you answering objections. I want you playing with the resistance. How? You notice he asked me a question. I fire back with a question, played with the resistance, and we went back and forth until we got to a conclusion. In this case, the conclusion is follow up on Friday. All right? If you guys are getting value, give me a yes in the chat. All right, let's dial. This is Lynn's lead. This is, let's see, Nancy is the seller. Nancy will not take terms. The house is free and clear. The property is listed. Price cut of $10K. Price cut of $5K. Okay. Seller wants offers. Have not communicated. All the communication has been through text with the owner. Oh, okay. So this is a listed property. Let me pull it up real quick. By the way, guys, this is the entire amount of research that I want you doing before you get on the phone is typing in the freaking chat and spending about 2 minutes tops looking at the deal. Why? Because we don't even know if they're going to answer the darn phone, let alone if we're going to come to some sort of conclusion. This is Cape Coral, Florida. All right. Marilyn, nice to see you. Carol, nice to see you. By the way, we're getting ready to do switch up the format on this Wednesday Live Dials. So, Lynn says, I see in the chat, Lynn just said Judy called her yesterday. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. We'll keep the flow going then. I'm glad you shared that with me. Keep the flow going, and we'll go on to the next lead. It looks like This has been listed, started around 2:20. Okay, this is Amanda's lead. Amanda, if you're in the chat, let me know. Have we spoke to Chris, your seller Chris, with the house on Tamarisk? All right, we're going to dial one more before we wrap today, and I'm going to give you one more lesson. I want to make sure for all of you that you have absolute clarity. We're going to be switching up the formats on these where it can be even more interactive. I'm going to talk about that here in the next couple weeks. Again, if you don't already have your tickets to come see me in Cincinnati, bring your leads. Me and Judy and David and Chris and Ahmed are going to be live dialing your leads at the event. We're going to be breaking it down A to Z, this freaking business. We're going to have some of our private lenders there. We're going to have industry leaders there. We're going to have a whole lot of cool stuff and some crazy surprises. One of the lenders who has borrowed over $17 million and lends it out. One of the one of the investors who has deployed over $20 billion, from my understanding, of capital from hedge funds into the single-family real estate market. So we got a lot of incredible people talking about how to redirect any retirement funds you have to be able to invest in real estate, talking about all sorts of cool things that you're going to want to be a part of. So if you don't have your tickets, email ticket. Just title it ticket and just write ticket. And put your name, number, and email so we can know how the heck we're going to reach you. But email grow@truka.com. That's grow@truka.com. All right. We have here Amanda's lead, and it looks like Arizona. So we're going to call Chris, and then I'm going to give one more lesson. Guys, this is where the magic happens. It's coming to the end of the month, so our pay-per leads are probably going to be kicking in and gearing up. So lots of leads that are going to be dialed at this event. But my objective is that every single day, as you guys are working on your business, that you realize in these Wednesday dials, it's just a little time dedicated to getting on the phone. The money is in the conversations. The money is in the conversations. Always remember that. If you don't have enough money, you just need more conversations. If you're not having enough conversations, pick up the phone and start dialing. How do we have conversations? By calling people. But Andrew, what if they don't answer? Then we dial somebody else. Just keep dialing. That's a good tagline. Just keep dialing. What's up, Eric? Good to see you. Bill, nice to see you. Beverly, thank you, Beverly. By the way, shout out to Bev. Bev just never gives up. I love your attitude and what you have going.
Hello.
Hey, it's Andrew calling you back. Is this Jeffrey?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think you talked to Amanda. I was interested in your duplex. From my understanding, it was one side's rented and one side's vacant. Is that a correct understanding?
Well, it's just one side of the duplex.
Oh, got it. Okay, so we would be buying one side of the duplex, not both sides.
Correct. Yes, not the whole thing.
Oh, okay. That's where I had my notes down. Okay. How much is or is the duplex currently rented? The one side that we'd be buying?
Yes.
Okay, got it. And what are you trying to get out of it, brother?
Oh, I don't even remember what I posted it for. I know I posted it high because I knew someone was going to offer less.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
I know that game. I think I put it for 180, I believe.
Yeah. Cool.
170 maybe. I don't even remember.
Okay. And what I guess what's a realistic number that you have in mind of like, oh gosh, I could do this number?
It depends. There's really not a whole lot of repairs. Like I need to do the fence. I just put a brand new, like super high efficient AC unit on it too. Probably like, I looked around for comparables. I think the last one down the road sold for like 170, like right next door. So I probably wouldn't go below that.
Yeah. What how much is the tenant paying?
Oh, dude, you'd have to ask my wife.
Okay.
I don't even know that.
That's funny. How long the tenant's been there, or any good or bad things about the tenant?
No, he's actually, so he's my brother-in-law.
Oh, what?
So
that's scary, right?
No, I mean, he's great. Like we've swung by and he keeps it clean. He has his daughter with him, but other than that, I mean, the place is pretty well kept. I mean, other than the weeds that are growing on the outside, which I give him crap for, but
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Okay. What's rents going for in that area? Is that a $1,500 rental area, or is it a little higher than that?
Right around there.
Okay. All right, cool. And then let me ask you this: first off, do you still have debt on it, or is it free and clear?
No, we still owe on it.
Still, okay. Do you owe around what you're asking? Like, would you sell it for what you owe on it, or is there a lot of equity in there?
We have equity.
Okay. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll, buy the property. You probably, being an investor, are familiar with it, and, agree to do a wraparound mortgage, take over your debt, and then, pay out your equity at an agreed time.
I actually talked to my brother-in-law about doing that.
Okay.
I just don't think he was interested in buying that place. He's just renting it right now. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we were kind of, with him, that's what we were talking about doing.
Okay. What is the debt amount on it?
I want to say 120.
Okay. And about what is the monthly payment?
$750.
$750. Does that include tax and insurance?
Yeah, it might be $725. Yeah, I know it's not above $750, but
okay. $725 to $750 includes. Okay, so that's principal, interest, tax, and insurance. Well, if we could take over that one. Call it 120, start covering that when you and us agree. What's the least amount you would take for your equity on top of that 120?
Man, I don't know. Again, I'd have to talk with my wife. I'm changing out an AC right now, actually, so.
How many rentals you got, brother?
2.
Okay. We might buy them both, but we'll work this one out first.
Benson. Yeah, we moved from Benson to Safford. And so I don't really want houses because, I mean, I can fix everything myself. And if I'm not there to fix anything, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I was like, just sell it. I don't want to drive an hour and a half just to go change an air filter or something stupid.
So smart. Know that feeling. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. You talked to your wife, and sounds like not super far apart on price with the numbers you're talking. Of course, we're not a realtor, so there'd be no closing costs. We'd pay our side and yours close with a real estate attorney, and then we're not realtors, so there's no commissions or fees or none of that crap.
Yeah, I'm doing by owner here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah, same. So, if we was to buy this, take over the debt, and normally what we would do in that case, you prefer Jeffrey or Jeff?
Blake, actually.
Blake.
That's
How the
my
heck
middle
did I
name,
get
yeah.
Jeffrey?
Well, that's my first name.
Oh, got it. Okay. All
So,
right. Awesome, Blake. So, for assuming we would do that and agree on a price, take over that, and a lot of times what we do is we put together these packages and refinance them out ever so often or sell a portfolio. So what we'd normally do is just agree on the price, close with our real estate attorney, cover the payment, take responsibility for maintenance, repairs, taxes, insurance. You'd be done with it and can move on. And then we agree on a time when we pay you out your amount whenever we resell it down the line or refi it down the line. And so we would, of course, agree on when that is. But what other detail, or I guess, is there a good time where me, you, and what's your wife's name?
Madison.
Madison, where me, you, and Madison maybe could hop on a three-way chat and, just go through what you guys are thinking and see if this would be a fit for our portfolio and if our numbers would be a fit for you parting with it.
I don't know. I know she could probably hop on at work. She's a loan officer actually. So,
okay.
She can do. I do HVAC and electrical, so I'm kind of all over the place.
That's an awesome team right there. She's got numbers, and you've got the stuff taken care of.
Yeah, well, we just built because I just last week got my GC too, so we just built a house. So I'm going to start going down that road.
Oh heck yeah! Like building to rent or building to resell?
Building to rent. Because because I'm licensed HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and with my GC, so I kind of have all four now. To where I just kind of have to sub out those few things. But that's why we're getting rid of the houses in Benson. I just don't. Too far. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, smart.
I can get with her and find out.
Perfect.
When we can get together. And then.
What's the address of the other house?
Actually.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Can you shoot me an email?
I sure can. And before we do that, what's the address of the other house?
It would be. Good Lord, I don't even know that one.
Probably mute, so if it goes out, it's by design.
Oh. Katie Lane. It's like a rent to own.
Okay.
I'll be honest, you don't want it.
Okay.
It's a single wide 1972 trailer.
You own the dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it floods through there. The neighbors, it's a crack house. It honestly is what it is. It's just, that's why I told this guy, I was like, dude, you can freaking have it, rent to own. If it doesn't work out, just get some other weirdo in there. But
back in the day, I owned a 66-unit mobile home park and self-managed back then, so I can relate.
Yeah, it was. It's not pretty at all.
Okay.
I wasn't doing a rent to own because it's just falling apart, and mobile homes, no one can take care of them, even if you try. Yeah. So
what's he paying for it on the rent to own?
Oh, so he's renting it for $700. He's close to paying it off.
Okay.
So that one, I don't think he's going to take it.
Okay, cool.
He's so close. Even if he decided to stop paying, I'll just give it to him.
I respect that. Okay. Well, what's your best email then, Blake? So I can get this email out to you and we'll follow up.
Blake. Arizona.com.
All right. I got it down here. And .com. All right. I'm going to actually my partner, Amanda, is going to send you an email for you and Madison. Just a quick recap of this discussion, and then we'll schedule a time for either Amanda or myself top on, but definitely something we're interested in. Assuming we can make the numbers work, we do this. We're going to be buying in this area. We're probably going to be picking up another 4 or 5 in the next 2 or 3 months. So,
are you looking for just for stuff to rent out, or?
So our main model over the years, we've done a little bit of everything. We do, short terms, mid terms, long terms, all the things. But main model has been we buy creatively, taking over debts or owner finance, and then we sell on lease option. The rent to own, just like you're talking. We just have a real cool system around that, and so we lease option them, and then when the tenant gets qualified, they go get a bank loan and pay us off. We do have sometimes with especially like a duplex like this. I know we're only buying half. I called with the belief we would be buying both sides, but we're only buying half. But a lot of times, like a duplex, we'll rent it and we'll build portfolios of 30 to 40, and then we'll wrap them up and sell them off to a fund. And so, yes, we're just looking for anything we can get either with equity on about a third of our business. We pay cash and get a lot of equity and fix them, or on the 2/3 of our business, stuff we can buy by taking over the debts, especially the low interest stuff, and then wrap it up in a portfolio.
Okay, yeah, because I'm remodeling my parents' house in Benson right now, and because he's wanting to sell.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be a lot nicer than that duplex.
Yeah. What's the address on that one?
15.
And then what's the street, or excuse me, what's the city?
Benson.
Okay, also Benson. What can you tell me about that one? How many bed, bath, square feet?
3 bed, 2 bath. I want to say it's 1,700 square foot, 18 maybe.
And is it paid off or have a debt?
He has a debt, but I mean it's not much.
Okay. Like 50 or like 150?
Oh, I have never asked him, I guess.
Okay, fair.
I know we're redoing all the flooring, and we put a shop up in the back, and I mean it's a nice house.
What's the ask price you think when you're done?
Oh, I'll probably find out this weekend. I'm going there to start that flooring. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot more than that duplex. I don't even know what he bought it for. I know he has equity, though, so.
Okay, cool. Well, when you get our email, then, if you can fire me back something about this, your parents, you said parents or in-laws?
Parents.
Your parents' house, and who knows? We might work out a deal where we buy them both, and if not, we'll part as friends. That's okay too. But we might buy one or we might buy both, because we're looking to get a handful, like I said, over the next few months here, and kind of ramp up in this area with the market shifting like it is. We're in major buying mode. So
yeah,
cool.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to sell stuff that way I can start getting something going on over where I live. So
smart, man. And that build to rent model is cranking. So you're smart for moving into that.
Well, perfect. Yeah. I'll look out for that email and I'll get with you.
All right, Blake. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.
All right. Bye.
All right. Way to go, Amanda. I said Marcel because I was looking at your comment. Nice, Marcel. So here's the objective, guys, and what I pray you took away from this is understand we ask great questions. You notice all of those properties, all that information, I was still only on the phone for 13 freaking minutes. So we're not having hour-long conversations. What was the objective? Find out about this duplex. Now, why does this duplex intrigue me? Buying a half a duplex doesn't excite me too much, except this is a $1,500 rental area or so, and the payment's $7-something. So that's some cash flow. And he's obviously willing to consider selling it on terms. All right. So Amanda can pick this up on terms with cash flow built in, and putting, especially if she can pay the seller later or maybe even a little up front. And Amanda, I'm going to text you. Amanda is part of our mastermind community, her and Scott and little Oliver. Tell Oliver hello for me. So I'm going to text you a picture of all these notes. If you have any challenge reading my writing, just let me know. And so for all of you, the takeaway I hope you got, and yes, we're going to do one more call. We're going to see if Mr. Murphy will answer, and then I want to recap that. But while I'm dialing this last number, I want you to text in the chat your questions, because I'm going to come back, and in these last 10 minutes, I'm going to recap that call, what went through my mind, how I come up with what I came up with, and then recapping, answering your questions. This is, and yes, Judith's part of our mastermind community.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Andrew, it's Andrew. I know we've been working to get in touch together on that little house you got over in Indiana. Give me a text at this number. We'll talk soon. So for all of you. All right, so Judith, that was Andrew Murphy. Still haven't been able to reach him. We'll keep trying him. And the other seller I talked to of yours was Jim, which was the Newburgh house, or James, the Newburgh house. And for Amanda, your lead, I'm going to send you these notes. In fact, I'm just going to do it right now so I don't forget. Keep the question marks, or keep the questions coming in the chat. And then I'm going to recap that call. If you guys are having fun, give me a yes in the chat. I'm sitting here talking to a screen, so. Well, Amanda, I don't know what's wrong, but my iPhone is froze, so I'm going to have to text you this right after the call instead. All right, so keep the questions coming in the chat. Recap of that call. Here's what we went to. Step 1, get the seller on the phone. If you're taking notes, write it down. This is going to be a 3-hour masterclass in the next 7 minutes. All right. Number 1, get the seller on the phone. Number 2, start asking the questions. I asked him about the property. You notice immediately I found out all the details. You notice, though, he said I priced it high. I don't know what I was asking. It looks like here on Zillow, it says 190. He's like, I don't know, 170, 180. I don't remember what I put. So he comes back down and he says, I'm looking to get, because the neighbor just sold for 170. Awesome. By the way, I see all the yeses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love seeing the energy, because I'm just sitting here staring at a screen. So I'm glad to know you guys are with me. And with the new format here, starting in a few weeks, we'll have additional ways to interact, and that will be fun. So step 1, get the seller on the phone. Step 2, ask questions. Step 3, understand your outcome. Now, you notice everything I was doing in that early segment, in the first, I'm going to approximate 3 minutes, was identifying, is this a potential deal? What I mean, is he willing to, A, discount the price substantially, or is he willing to, B, or preferably, take payments over time? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, we have ourselves a possible deal. So he was willing to perhaps, yes, take payments over time. You notice how when I asked the question, and for you who are new, you will appreciate this so much. You notice when I asked the question about terms, he says, oh yeah, we was talking about doing that with my brother-in-law, but he didn't want to buy it. Immediately. He's proving to me he knows what it is. Why did he say that? Because I said, well, you're an investor. You probably already know about this. A lot of times what we do is X. Write it down if you're taking notes. A lot of times what we do is X. I'm going to give all of you guys a to-do. Create. For all of you, when we're together in person, you will be ahead of the rest. If you haven't got your tickets, grow@truca.com. Email the word ticket, and let's get you some tickets. My team will reach out to you and take care of you and get you, what you need. So as you're building it out, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I got to take care of something. So as you're building it out, you're going to notice that you have a 30-second bio. What's a 30-second bio? It is the thing that gives you credibility, whatever your thing is. If you've been a doctor, if you've been a nurse, if you've been an investor, if you've been a school teacher, if you've been anything, you can say, oh yeah, this is X and I've been doing X. A 30-second bio. Now, why do we wait to give that until they ask? Because, frankly, all they care is you're going to buy my house. And if they're a think-a-brain and they're wanting to get into who you are and your credibility, then that and only then is when we're going to bring up who we are. What's my 30-second bio? Yeah, my name's Andrew Schlag. In that case, it's Indiana. So I say I've been doing this for years. I actually lived in Evansville for several years. And me and my brother buy a lot of houses around the area, and we're looking to add another 4 or 5 in the next few weeks here. Boom. Right? So immediately there's credibility of a lot, but I've also not made myself some big shot, big company who's buying 192 houses a month and they're just a number. So I'm small enough that it matters, but I'm big enough to be credible. So understand what your thing is. Your credibility doesn't have to be you done over 500 deals like me. Your credibility could be your local connect to the area or whatever things you put in your essential bio, your 30-second bio. All right? So ask the questions, get the seller on the phone, get them to start giving you facts. What's their motivation? Why are they selling? What's his objective? You notice he's like, dude, I just don't want to be driving down here and doing this work. I know how to do this work, and my gosh, I'm getting tired of it. So figure out how to solve, write it down, solve their problem, which we're doing here. Assuming him and his wife, Madison, Blake and Madison, are both on board, Amanda's going to solve their problem by buying the house. They don't have to work on it or think about it again. All right, I'm looking through the notes to make sure there's no unanswered questions. Get the seller on the phone. Yes. Make sure they're comfortable. Yes. A lot of times what we do is X. Yes. And describe and often say delayed cash sell. All right, you guys are in the right place. We do this every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're going to be in Cincinnati, live and in person. So make sure you got your tickets. Guys, we got a lot more to get to. We're going to be doing this every single Wednesday, and it's going to be ramping up. We got some very, very special things coming out for you guys. Some great announcements over the next 5 weeks. So make sure that you stay close. You text the link of this sign up to your friends and family so they can come join and listen. Guys, this is free game right here. All right. I know you have to be in the community for me to call your deals for you, like Kay and like Judith and like Diane and like the others on here I'm dialing. You have to be in the community for me to dial your deals, but this is free game. So show up, listen, invite your friends and family, and I'll see you live in person next week, but I'll see all of you online very soon. All right. Have an amazing Wednesday. Get your tickets. Grow@truca.com. Grow@truca.com. Send the email. Get your tickets.